Hey, what up? This is Jay. I got my co-host with me,
What up? This is Shawntel.
and this is the start of our new podcast. That's more of a spin-off. We're gonna end up making Cinema on the Rocks more of a movie review podcast, like sticking strictly to movie reviews because not everybody wants to listen to an hour-long podcast. But this is where we wild out and we just nerd the shit out, man.
For sure.
Today we're going to talk about the What If season finale. We're going to talk about Star Wars Visions, and we got a bunch of stuff to talk about in terms of Marvel and upcoming projects that they got coming out. But I guess first off, we're going to talk about What If. So, oh, you hear my fan? That's think of it.
You said what now?
The What If season finale.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that first?
Oh yeah, we're
Oh
gonna
my,
shoot right into it.
oh my gosh. It was super dope to me. Utterly dope. Like, I can't even explain it. Even with like some of the leaks and things, you might hear here and there, it was still so fucking dope to me. What about you?
So I think that it was definitely something to see, although I will say, if they were going to cut out the episode with Gamora and Sakaar Iron Man, they really shouldn't have put him in it.
Right.
I mean, they could have easily, I would have easily been okay with them making the Sakaar episode and then leaving the season finale be where he defeats the Watcher.
Right.
Or no, he gets defeated by the Watcher.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but all in all though, it was still epic though. Like bringing
Oh
everybody
no, for
together.
sure. Yeah, it was an interesting thing to see. I'm glad they made it more than 30 minutes. I don't The problem is when you put a whole team together like that, you don't get to see them have time to kind of, like form a dynamic. And
Right.
then, you feel more like these guys are definitely a team. They had a couple drinks and some Chinese food and that was about it.
Party Thor was kind of annoying to me though.
I thought he was funnier in this episode than in his entire Party Thor episode. Because he was part of an ensemble, not his own thing.
Right, right. So he wasn't like just the whole thing going. I'm about to bring
Sakaar
it up
Iron
now.
Man, and then just have Thor show up as one of them alternate instead.
I couldn't hear you, man. You had cut out.
I said they should just cut out Party Thor instead of like forget that episode. Do the Sakaar Iron Man and Gamora episode instead, and just have Thor show up in the final like thing instead.
Right, right, right. Yeah, I could have dealt with that. And
I was
then
interested to see Sakaar.
I wonder if they would have kept that episode. Would Tony have been killed because he's been killed in every episode he's appeared in.
Well, I mean, he showed up at the forge in Nevedalier, so I don't think he died.
Okay,
I think they've killed him off enough, though. I think it's starting to become kind of insulting to see him get killed every time.
but from what I was hearing or reading, it's more or less like
Party
the Doctor
Thor.
Strange. No, like the Doctor Strange episode to where at this particular point in time in all of the universes, that's a time and place that can't be changed.
Is
So
Tony
what it
dying?
was exactly like with him sacrificing himself with 616, and then all the other universes is just a point in time to where everybody else is given their time to shine. Because even if you look at what if episodes we've already seen where Tony Stark was in it, it gave rise to different characters to where they were able to show, their ability to whereas, Tony Stark was kind of like holding everybody together in the MCU. So they were saying that that's probably a moment in time to where Tony Stark has to die for other things to happen. Like for instance, him dying the disbursement of the regular Avengers. Now they're probably going to usher in the young Avengers. That wouldn't have happened if Tony Stark was still alive because they wouldn't have needed to build a new Avengers. You know, what else? Um, Killmonger, even though Killmonger was still kind of like, having his own agenda, had Tony Stark not died in that episode, then it would have been opposition to Killmonger. And without Tony Stark being there, like I said, he was able to fulfill what he wanted to do. I don't remember the other episode, but yeah. So that's why I was like, I wonder if the Sakaar episode would have had him dying.
Well, the other episode was just him getting killed by Hank Pym.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and the zombies.
Yeah, zombies.
But that really didn't count, I guess.
So someone pointed out something with the episode. You know when he's like dumping all the zombies onto Ultron?
Mm-hmm.
That must have been a different zombies universe because it had zombie Cap, Hawkeye, and Falcon were in that pile of zombies.
You know what? I didn't even see that. I'm
I didn't either.
I'm running the episode back now. I do vividly remember that Wanda came out.
I thought it was funny when he just absorbed her blast, and even though she's a zombie, she looked and she's like, "Oh shit!"
Right, like she
explodes.
Yeah, that was pretty dope.
I was like, "That's pretty funny." They shouldn't.
Right.
Also, Viva Las Vegas. I think Thor spent a little too much time there.
Exactly. Every time I heard him yell out "Viva Las Vegas," I always thought about Free Guy when he yelled out "Officer Jimmy."
I don't remember that.
And Free Guy, you don't remember him always calling out the police officer's name that way?
Oh, okay.
In the coffee shop.
Yeah. Also, can we just take a moment and appreciate that while Party Thor is probably the most annoying character in the What If, this episode I think shines enough to show that he was having fun with that voice acting because he was hitting high-pitched screams that I didn't think I've ever heard other than Thor Ragnarok, and they went a little bit higher than that.
Right. I could definitely see that.
He was having fun with it.
Mm-hmm. Another dope part from the episode, man, is when the only thing they were showing was the Soul Stone on the ground, and everybody was fighting around it, and it was moving around and stuff. And so you really didn't see anybody. That's one of the dopest shots I've seen in this entire series.
Oh yeah, no, that was really cool. Also, the fact that Doctor Strange is now a little less selfish.
Yep,
he knew those Infinity Stones would not be able to bring back his dead love, considering he already knows about the whole exact point in time.
Right.
Or absolute point, I think is what the Watcher said. Or no, the Ancient One. That was my thought.
Okay. Another part was when Agent Carter and Black Widow were both fighting Ultron with the shields. I think that part was dope as fuck too.
So I don't know if you thought this when watching it, because I've only seen the episode fully all the way through once. But even watching it, there was some dynamic. I know that they're technically best friends in that universe, but I was getting some possible sexual tension between them two.
Oh, I felt the exact same way. As a matter of fact, at the end, when Agent Carter really didn't want to go back and Natasha was still there, I legitimately thought they was going to kiss each other before she left out of the door.
Yeah, because as much as she loves Steve, I feel like Black Widow would be an okay one. I think Steve would be like, you know what? I understand.
Right. Now, speaking of Steve, what do you think about the post-credit scene?
All right, so a lot of people are saying that he's going to be the Winter Soldier-esque scenario, and I'm going to be honest, I don't really care for that. I liked seeing her kind of retread a little bit of what Captain America First Avenger was, but I don't want to see Peggy continually just retreading what Captain America did. Because, Don't get me wrong, I think Captain America is the best standalone trilogy in the MCU, but I don't want to see her just rehashing everything.
Right, right. Likewise, and that's what we were talking about on her actual episode. To me, it was just like a rehashing of what happened to Captain America, and that's why I kind of didn't really like it.
I like the episode. I like some of the things they did because it was a nice introduction into What If. I've seen people rating now that all episodes are out, their top, like they're from best to worst. And I
Uh huh.
see almost every single person is ranking Captain Carter at like the last place. And I'm like, it was
Exactly,
not
but for
that
me,
it wasn't that bad though. I liked listen, there's about 3 episodes behind what I would rank Captain America at in terms of lowness. I could have cared less for the whole Black Widow or the Avengers getting killed by Hank Pym. It was okay, but I didn't really care for it. Um, let's see what else. I Party Thor can go at the bottom, in my opinion.
right.
Um, what else did they have? I know there's the 2 episodes with Ultron. There is the Killmonger versus Tony. Honestly, they just rehashed Star Wars in a way. Don't care for it. That's like maybe second worst for me.
Fair enough. I was just looking at the list now because I told you I was running back the last episode. So I'm still kind of torn, man. I really love the zombie episode.
They could have
Um,
probably done without that episode, though. I'm gonna be quite honest. Like it was good. It's one of my like top ones, but they could have saved that for season 2.
yeah, I liked it though. I wouldn't say that's like my number one, but I liked
Okay,
it.
so
Yeah, yeah.
I think my rating is probably gonna be, um, what one is the top? This episode that we are reviewing now is below that. Then, um, Doctor Strange lost his hands. Then T'Challa. Then Captain Carter, and then oh right, I forgot about zombies. Zombies. Zombies is above Captain Carter, but then
For
below it
sure.
is the Killmonger, and then the Thor, and the World's
Gotcha.
Mightiest Heroes thing.
Yeah, I think I would definitely have to say that What If Ultron 1 was like number one for me.
Yeah, because I mean this one was good, but it was more of a get together type of thing instead of like I liked it. That's why it's second place for me.
For sure. Yeah, it was more or less like an Avengers Assemble type joint. So, uh,
Honestly, tell me this: what if scenario like the what if show? Wouldn't they be more successful and it would be better if they made the show in the same vein as Star Wars Visions, where none of it
uh,
connects?
uh, I think that's what it is. I think some of the episodes for sure didn't connect at all.
Right.
But then
But
they
most of
then
them
they
did.
right. But the only reason why that they started connecting was because Ultron knew about the Watcher and was able to jump from universe to universe. I think that was the only reason why. Now, if it wasn't for that aspect, then all of the shows definitely would have been different. Now, I would say keep the same art style. I wouldn't say have, different directors and different artists doing the what if. I mean, some of them would have been dope because, like for instance, Spider Pig, he definitely come from a different universe to where it's kind of like drawn like a little bit different. So I'm pretty sure there is other universes out there to where they don't look as pristine as all of these what if episodes were drawn in. So that would have been dope. Yeah.
I will say, I would like to see a different art direction for the next season.
Oh
I,
yeah,
I
we
would
had
like
talked about it a little bit.
I would like to see them do what they wanted to do with it and take a little bit more time and make it in the Jack Kirby like style.
Right, right. Yeah, I remember us talking about that.
As long as it's not more money for them, I guess is the best term.
Yeah, I mean they got the money, bro. They got the money. So
Oh, yeah. I mean, considering how much is coming out now. All right, tell me this. This didn't make much sense to me, right? So he got the Infinity Stones in his universe, right?
right.
Loki tells us that if they're in a different universe, they don't work like
They
that.
don't work.
Either they don't work like that and they only work inside that one universe, which would contradict everything that he just managed to do in these last 2 episodes, or it's in the TVA that they don't work, and it works very differently. It's stronger and weaker in different universes.
Oh, you know what? I think that's what it was. I think that's what it was. That it didn't work in the TVA because remember when? Oh no! I guess he was still in the same universe. I was about to say because when Loki left and went to wherever he went, the Tesseract was still working. But yeah, I'm not sure. I do know when Gamora said that the Infinity Stone
Infinity
Crusher that she
Crusher.
had wouldn't work on those stones. Like I like that, but I didn't like it. But yeah,
I
I was still
mean,
kind of
it would make sense if she killed Thanos, which they just briefly mentioned, and it's like, hold up. She's been abused by this dude for years, and he kidnapped her, and we're just gonna brush over the fact that she killed him.
right.
Like that's a huge achievement because we've seen Thanos. I mean, we've seen him get killed easily multiple times, but
Right.
I feel like it's more personal with that, and that's why I'm irritated we don't have her episode in this season.
Exactly. That joint would have been dope.
That's like mad disrespect to the character.
Right. And even in that aspect, I do still think Tony Stark would have died. And then
Well,
Gamora would have ultimately had to step up and then kill Thanos.
what I heard about the episode they ended up cutting because of COVID was supposed to be nearly as funny, if not funnier, than the Thor episode.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know it was pushed to season 2 though.
Yeah, but here's the problem though, right? It pushed to season 2, but season 2 is also only going to have 9 episodes. So they are cutting out an episode or 2 episodes from season 2.
What? Why is that?
COVID. They didn't have enough time to work on everything. It's very hard to do animation from home. Which
Uh,
I will say is kind of interesting considering the. I don't know if you've heard of the Mitchells versus Machines.
uh-uh.
So it's this movie that was supposed to come out by Sony Pictures. It was, I think, directed by the same people who did Spider-Man: Into the Spider-Verse. They
You know
did
what? I
most.
think I have seen that.
Yeah, they did most of that work from home during COVID.
Yeah. I did. Yeah, I know about this. I had seen this trailer before. Oh, that's interesting. Animation still look dope too. I don't know if you're saying anything, man. I can't hear you.
Oh my! Give me a sec. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, way better.
All right. Well, I just put. Why is this not working? I don't know what's going on with my internet today, dude. But I had to connect to my phone hotspot for this.
Oh, okay.
But
Like,
any final thoughts with this series and how it went?
Um, I was legit stoked, and I guess I was taken for a loop at the end of the episode because I was really stoked about Natasha being back in 616, but clearly I was wrong because not only is it a different time when the Watcher took her back, but it's like you were saying, like everybody who was still there. So like I was just hoping that Gamora was back because in the MCU, of course, the one from the past is in the present now, and then I was hoping that with Natasha being placed back, you know, in the MCU with this episode, then they would both be back in the MCU because, of course, with the Soul Stone, they were saying there's really no way to bring them back. And like I say, that would have been bringing Gamora back and bringing Black Widow back. I think that would have been dope. But I guess they're not gonna bring Natasha back, maybe. because the payoff would be bogus and that'll suck for future movies. It's like, well, no one really dies. So to have her to actually to stay dead, I think would be the best route to go anyway.
So, a few thoughts or a few comments on that. One, the MCU's Earth is like Earth 19999,
Ah,
because that's a reference to Kevin Feige joining Marvel in 1999.
gotcha.
Um, and honestly, the way that they use Natasha, like bringing her back to where to a place where she had already died. They handled that character, because I don't think we're going to see Natasha again, because she's now in a different universe, or at least we're not going to see her back like to fight with the Guardians of the Multiverse. But that was a better send off than they did with the MCU, Natasha.
Yeah, fair. Fair. Yeah.
But dude, wait a minute, damn, she's never going to see Hawkeye again
Nope.
because
I
he's
think
dead
Hawkeye
now.
is on the way out anyway.
Yeah, but like she'll never see Hawkeye in the universe that he put her over to, because he died.
Oh, that's right.
But hey, at least she has Captain America
I guess.
and Nick Fury. So I mean, that works out. Um,
One last thought. One last thought. When
yeah,
Party Thor threw the hammer and Doctor Strange like made him multiply and it just kept hitting Ultron. That shit was dope.
I hope that Thor will be alive long enough to see another Avengers film, and we see that happen
Right.
in live action.
That would be dope.
All
But
right, but what?
from what I heard, he signed on for more movies.
Well, he as
Even
long
after
as
Loving.
oh yeah,
Yeah, so I think he's gonna be around for a while.
it'll be nice to see. I mean, he's having fun with the character right now. But
Right.
every movie, he's just going to get bigger and bigger and more jacked until he explodes.
Fair. But
Like
yeah,
he's
we can
gonna,
move on now, man.
yeah. We're gonna take a slight break from doing review. We're gonna do visions here in a couple minutes. But there's some things that have come out today in terms of news within the MCU that is ridiculously, well, not ridiculously, but cool. Um, So, if you didn't think you got enough of Agatha Harkness from
Yep.
WandaVision, well, get this. They're making a spin-off show with her.
Yep. I just saw that. Is it
And
official?
they are developing as we speak. And her current deal with Marvel Studios right now is to reprise Agatha Harkness, not only in a TV show, but in movies.
Yes. I was hoping they would bring her into the movies.
Now, here's what it says here. The potential spin-off would be centered around Agatha Harkness's character, uh, which Han is set to reprise across the MCU. Okay, that's that thing. She's not gone. I mean, any villain that's not dead, uh, shows up eventually again. And
Nice.
unfortunately, with the MCU, there's not many villains that can come back because they keep killing everybody off,
Right.
which is something we're gonna get into because we didn't when I tried, or when you tried to bring it up last podcast. Um, Another thing is, the Doctor Strange 2 trailer is rumored to be coming out in December. Hopefully, well, you know what? It's Marvel. They can do a trailer or release one without
You're breaking up really badly, man.
any better.
I can hear you now. I
Spoiling
can't hear
anything
anything
for
before.
Spider-Man. They're not Sony. Ah, shit.
Hello?
It's not working at all, is it? Yo, is it
A
working
little
any
bit.
better? Damn, I'm gonna somehow have to switch over to a different device if this keeps happening. Sick. Yo.
Yep.
Give me a sec.
All right.
I'm gonna have to edit all this out.
It was Agatha all along.
Ridiculous. All right, let's see if this works any better. Any better?
Yeah, that's better.
Jesus Christ. Trying to get this thing to work. Did you hear the part about the Doctor Strange trailer?
Yep, you said it should be coming out in December.
Yes, it comes out possibly in December. Sony doesn't.
Nice.
Or hopefully Marvel makes better trailers than Sony does.
I would hope so.
Yeah, because Marvel's Marvel, not Sony.
Right. Now I can hear you. You just sound far away.
Well, unfortunately, I have to use my headphones that suck.
Gotcha. No worries. I can hear you.
As long as you can hear me, then that's good, I guess.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I'm stoked. And plus, that'll be another thing to look forward to in December. Because clearly Spider-Man. But then I would assume that the trailer for Doctor Strange, if it were to come out, would come out after the Spider-Man movie.
I don't know. They'd have to release it pretty quickly after the movie comes out in order to get it out early.
Right. But what if because I would assume that some of the implications from the Spider-Man movie will be in the Doctor Strange movie. And if we see that trailer before we watch the Spider-Man movie, then that'll be giving up, different information from the Spider-Man movie. That's my opinion.
I mean, we do have to look at it one way. If Sony can somehow, other than revealing that Spider-Man's not dead before Endgame came out, then Marvel can do it well, even if it's just like brief teases of him.
For sure. It might work. I see somebody got like a made up trailer.
Yeah, well, I won't watch a trailer for it until it comes out.
Of course.
Let's see here. Okay, so I'm assuming we're going to go ahead and talk about the Resident Evil trailer that came out today.
Oh man, I'll let you go first.
So I've never played the games. I've only watched.
No, you're gonna have to pause right there. You've never played Resident Evil?
No, I've never. Listen, those games came out when I was deathly afraid of watching horror films or playing horror games. I got scared watching someone play Until Dawn. Like, I jumped on that.
Really?
Yeah, unfortunately. But I've watched people play Resident Evil 7 and 3 remastered, and I think the first one. And I've watched all 6 movies. That's all the knowledge I have.
Gotcha, no worries. All right, keep going with the new one.
So, it looks like there's more characters from the games that are going to be in this movie than, just making up an original character because your husband is the director for all 6 movies, even though you can't act like a dog shit.
I know you're not talking about Mila.
Listen here. She sucks. I mean, she was good enough. She was good enough to be in the movies and be an action hero. But, dude, Monster Hunter, she was in that with her husband directing it, and that movie sucked ass.
Fair enough.
The last time I think she ever had a good role in a movie that actually showed off her acting chops was Fifth Element.
Yes, and that's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Which I'm pretty sure that movie's like 30 years old at this point.
Right.
which is crazy.
But keep going with the trailer.
So the trailer. I like to think that some of the CGI that was in the trailer is still being worked on, but considering the fact we're less than 2 months out, I'm not sure how much. I mean, they can do visual effects editing up until probably like a week out from the movie, but they're going to be cutting it close. And if it looks the same in that as it does like in the trailer in the movie, looking like that, it's going to be a real low budget film. And the worst case scenario, that it's an enjoyable movie. It's just not much to sink your teeth into. The best case is that it does what the original movies could never do.
I agree. I totally agree. And like with everything you just said, and that's why I said, oh man, when we was gonna start talking about it. Like I'm stoked because it is more sticking to the first game. Like with the characters and all this other stuff with them going into the mansion. I like geeked out there. But then it's just like you said, man, it's like the visual effects. I'm like, come on, man. Like this is a Sony movie, right?
Yes.
I'm like again, bro, and we keep talking about these Sony movies, bro. I don't know what Sony is doing with these properties because if the CGI is going to be like it is in the trailer, I'll go see it because I got A-list. But other than that, like, come on, man, they keep dropping the ball. That movie could be so dope. But like you say, hopefully they're gonna fix the CGI.
Okay. Now with watching the trailer, do you agree that they are definitely going for more of a horror film than they are about the action film that the other ones were, and bring it
Absolutely.
back to the roots?
Right, yes, exactly. And that's the way it's supposed to be. And another thing I'm stoked about is it's actually a rated R movie.
Yeah, it's rated R. None of them have been PG-13, other than the
Yeah.
animated ones. But I think the animated ones were way better than the originals.
Yeah. And of course, with animation, you know, they got a little more leeway in what they can do. But still, I'm glad it's rated R. If the character that popped out at the end is supposed to be a liquor, I really do hope that they make it look better than what they did in the trailer.
That's the only thing that the old ones had for it, especially with Nemesis. They didn't do a lot of CGI back then. I mean, they did for like the later films, but that specific model was an actual prosthetic thing.
You talking about in the current trailer?
No. Nemesis in like the 2000, yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite one out of the old movies. The one with Nemesis.
Now you do know the cast of it, right?
Yeah, you talking about the one that had Mike Epps in it from Friday?
I should have been. I was talking about the one like who's going to be in this one from like the games.
Oh, in the current trailer. Nah, I'm one like two of the people is recognizable. I think the one is supposed to be Wesker. I think I recognize him, and I think I recognize. You say what?
I got the list. So
let me see.
We got Claire Redfield. That's Chris's younger sister. We got Chris Redfield also. He's the guy who's brothers with Stephen Amell. We've got Jill Valentine, played by a name that I can't. The girl who played Ghost in Ant-Man and the Wasp is playing Jill Valentine.
Yeah.
We got Albert Wesker, played by the guy who plays number 1 in the Umbrella Academy.
Yep. I recognize him.
Leon S. Kennedy, who's played by. It's played by the guy who was in. I don't know if you ever heard of Victorious on Nickelodeon.
Nah.
No, he was also in Zombie Tap. He was the hippie. Or Double Tap, the hippie guy who didn't kill people.
Gotcha.
I don't know if this name. Chief Brian Irons, William Birkin, played by Neil McDougall.
McDonough.
Oh. Ada Wong. Never heard of that one. Richard Aiken and Lisa Trevor. So this whole entire cast, I'm going to put it out there, not a single one of the people in this movie was not in the games. Like, they all are in the games. There's no original character bull crap. There is only one other problem. Or one other thing that could be a problem. So, I read somewhere, I think it was on the, I'm pretty sure Paul Wes Anderson may or may not be producing this movie as well.
Oh, okay.
Which I'm not going to say it makes this movie automatically already worse, but considering the fact that he's the reason that the 6 Resident Evil movies came out that just kept getting worse as each one went, it's kind of rough. But who knows?
I was just about to say I'm still excited for it. Like I say, especially with now if I didn't have A-list, then I would kind of be like on the fence about going to see it in theaters. But of course, with A-list, then like I always tell you, the only thing I'm wasting is my time. And it's only like an hour and some change, so nothing too serious. So I'm pretty sure it's something in the movie that I'm gonna like.
Oh shit! I didn't realize that's who I don't remember how to say his last name. That's who he's playing. He's playing the guy that Ian Glenn played in like 3 of the Resident Evil movies.
Who? Which one?
Well, name can either be Dr. Alexander Isaacs or William Birkin is the one he's playing.
Gotcha.
But that's the role he's taking for this.
Okay.
Obviously, Jill Valentine, which is fun, or whatever. I don't know how they're going to do Wesker being so... I don't know if he can beat Sean Roberts. As much as Sean Roberts wasted his role with that, I still think it was better.
Right. And he was a little older.
Yeah, he was. Tom Hopper doesn't really show me too much when it comes to acting prolifics. I mean, he's done Umbrella Academy, and then the only other thing I've seen him in was The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard, and he really wasn't much of a character there. And I know he was in Game of Thrones, but honestly, I couldn't tell you which part he played.
Yeah, me neither. Like I say, I'm still excited about it. I'll definitely go and see it.
I'm sorry, hold up. When did Leon end up in Resident Evil Retribution? I don't remember him in that at all.
I don't even remember which one that is.
That's the one where she gets stuck in the prison or whatever. Like they're like cells, she loses her powers and everything, and it ends where it's like, I need you. Here's your powers back. I need you to help me stop the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah. They just went downhill. Like,
oh yeah, Paul Wes Anderson is executive producer along with like 4 other people, 2 of which were also the executive producers for the last 3 Resident Evil movies.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm. We'll just have to see how this goes. But I think, unless you have any other thoughts about it, any last thoughts?
Nah. Like I say, I hope they fix the CGI. I hope the story is gonna be kind of grounded in Resident Evil 1. Even if it's a direct depiction of Resident Evil 1, it'll make me happy.
If it's a direct thing from Resident Evil 1, I think most Resident Evil fans will be okay with that.
Right. That way they don't screw it up.
Someone said that even if they made the animations of the zombie dogs, which people have been kind of getting iffy about with the trailer already. So, like, listen, even if they had them as those like PS1 graphics, it would still look better than any of the dogs in the last 6 movies.
Exactly. I totally agree.
That's fair. But
Super fan.
actually, there is one more thing before we get into Visions that I wanted to see your opinion on. Did you see the article about Transformers Rise of the Beast first look at the Autobots and Terracons?
I have not. I saw the logo though.
Yeah, so the guy on Instagram, the director, Stephen Capel Jr., is showing off like the cars that each of the like the Autobots and Terracons, and they're old '90s cars. I can tell you that much.
Oh, so wait a second. I thought they were going to be Beast.
No, the Beasts are also in it. Terracons is not the Decepticons. That's the like medieval or whatever, prehistoric. He's just showing.
I'm looking at the cars now.
Well, here's what I think. They're showing the ones that are gonna have car forms, but the Beasts aren't gonna be in car form. They're just gonna be Beasts.
Right, of course. So yeah,
but,
I see the old Porsche, the old VW van, the old Ducati. The truck, Optimus Prime's truck looked freaking phenomenal.
it does. I hope they don't do I hope they have it less ridiculous looking when they transform him than they did in the Transformers movies, because that was just too much inner workings and everything that we had to see.
Right. Okay, they got oh my God, they got a Skyline in here.
Oh yeah, that's one of the Autobots, isn't it?
I don't know. The colors look like they're gonna be like the Predacons.
Wait. Oh, okay, I see what you're talking about. It's like with the armored like truck thing, right?
Yeah.
Those are the Terracons.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Because we got Autobots, Maximals, and then Terracons. Terracons are the Nightbird, a female Terracon who transforms into a Nissan Skyline.
Yes. That's gonna be sick.
We only have one person so far as the voice of Optimus Primal, which is Ron Perlman. Also, I'm pretty sure this movie, another like thing that I found, this movie apparently is a direct sequel to Bumblebee.
Oh, nice! It is.
From what I've heard, yes.
Yes, I love the direction they had with the Bumblebee movie. And the CGI could have been a little bit better, but I was super happy with what they did with the Bumblebee movie.
I liked it a lot. But we don't really need to see an actual sequel to that, though.
Right, I agree.
I just want to make sure that they don't make another 2.5-hour Transformers movie, because honestly, these movies, Bumblebee shows you don't need a 2.5-hour movie. You don't even need a 2-hour. Like, you just need somewhere close to 2-hour movie to make a good movie.
And it doesn't have to be a love story.
No, it doesn't. Although the two main humans for the Transformers movie are a couple. No, sorry. They are two archaeologists from Brooklyn who come into ancient conflict that ties into 3 factions of Transformers: the Maximals, Predacons, and Terracons.
Gotcha.
I think both of them are minorities.
Yep.
Which I'm pretty sure both of them, from what I've seen. Yeah, one of them's the girl from what's that movie? We watched the Judas and the Black Messiah.
Which one?
And then she's the wife of the main of.
Gotcha.
And then Anthony Ramos, who is a phenomenal actor, but he also does theater too. So they have better talent together combined.
I didn't know she was even going to be in this movie.
Yeah, she's the secondary protagonist.
Gotcha. Yeah, she was in Project Gotham. She was in Project Power too.
Okay, I don't know if this will help you at all with the idea of the person directing it, since it's not Michael Bay. He directed Creed 2.
Wait a minute. Okay, gotcha. So Ryan Coogler didn't direct Creed 2?
No, because he was working on Black Panther.
Gotcha. Hey, bro, this is
Right.
like way off topic, and I don't know if you even like this genre. But did you know there's going to be a Hellraiser reboot?
I did not know that. I've never watched any of those.
Yeah, the Pinhead is going to be a female actress.
I don't know how I feel about that, even though I've never watched it.
I don't think it's going to the theater. I think it's going to be. I think they call it a Spyglass Hulu film. So I guess Spyglass
Okay.
and Hulu are teaming up. I guess it's going to be on Hulu or something, which to me already is like, oh no.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. We got Halloween Kills next week.
Yes, I'm super stoked about that, man. I was just
Our
talking
theater
about
is
that with
actually
somebody.
almost sold out.
You said what?
Our theater is almost like full.
Nice. Speaking of Halloween Kills, man, the 12th. I think the 12th is Tuesday. If I'm not mistaken, the 12th is when the Child's Play come out, or Chucky, they're calling it.
To hear.
You
Yep,
say what?
October 12th.
Yep. So, yeah, I'm stoked, man. I already got my TV set up to where I can watch it and everything. Are you gonna check it out?
So I'm just gonna go ahead and wait until it comes on like a streaming service. I don't have TV, so or like
For
regular
sure.
TV. Or I'll just have my buddy torrent it, which you know.
They still do torrents.
Unofficially, yes, they do. He has he has all the Rick and Morty season 5 torrented.
Okay, nice.
Oh yeah, I'm
But
probably gonna
yeah,
have to edit. I'm gonna probably have to edit that out.
probably.
People even know what I torrent.
Recognize that stones were evil, and who wouldn't be?
But I guess we should go ahead and get on to the main, the next part, or the final part, Star Wars Visions.
Yeah.
You finished watching it last night, or was it today?
I finished watching it today.
And what'd you think of it overall?
Overall, it made me want more Star Wars stuff. Not to mention, I guess I was being closed-minded about Star Wars, but watching this Vision series, it's like, man, they could do so much with the Star Wars franchise. Like even getting away from the last three movies that came out, even though that was the end of the Skywalker saga, like they could do so much with the Star Wars that it got me excited.
So currently sitting, again, we don't really look through Rotten Tomatoes that heavily. We don't get influenced too much by it, but it's got a 95% from critics, and then a 73% from audience.
Nice. I think my favorite. You said what?
That number is low. That number is lower than I thought it would be.
Yeah, I don't remember the last time I looked at Rotten Tomatoes.
I look at it periodically.
For sure. I think my favorite episode is the Ninth Jedi, though.
The Ninth Jedi.
Yeah, it's the one. It's the one where the guy is building lightsabers and he's not supposed to, and the Sith Lords come to like where the guy was calling all the Jedis too.
Right. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Now, briefly, if you had to pick just like three of these, like three of the ones that came out, to see another continuation of, what would you like? There's no actual proof that they're going to do any continuation with this. We don't know anything, but in your opinion, which are the three you'd like to see more of?
That's easy. Well, one is gonna have to be a tie because you said only three, but for sure the Ninth Jedi.
Right.
I really loved the Village Bride. Um, and it's gonna be like a toss up between the Duel and the Twins. But I really like the dynamic of the twins, though.
See, the way I looked at the twins was, what if Darth Vader didn't lose his kids, and they ended up being evil, but one
Wow.
of them had more of a, like, Luke was less evil than Leia, but Leia went fanatically.
Right.
Because
Yeah,
I mean, the
that's
armor
kind of
they
how it
had
is.
was close. I can tell you one that I could do without another episode of.
What's that?
The Tatooine Rhapsody. That thing was.
I,
That's probably the worst one of them.
right. I was just about to say that.
Now, what did
I
you
like
think
the
about the
Elder.
bunny episode? Oh,
The what?
the bunny episode.
Um, I'm kind of partial. Um, I don't know. It was okay. It was okay.
I couldn't care less about the story. I don't want to see another thing from it, but it probably had one of the best looking lightsabers in this entire series.
You said it had the best looking what?
Lightsaber.
Oh yeah, for sure. No. You know what? I like the lightsaber that the girl had in the Village Bride. It looked
I
just
mean,
like a sword.
it was cool in the way it was animated, but I think detailed. That the one from the bunny one might be the most detailed and looking for that specific.
Oh, you mean the hilt itself?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, for sure.
yeah. I will tell you, the last episode was nothing beats Tatooine Rhapsody as the worst episode of this series, but the last episode was like 12 minutes long and it was pointless.
Right,
That's
right. I
that's
wasn't
one of the, you know which one that, oh, you just watched it, so of course you might remember which one it is.
right. Yeah, I wasn't really interested in that one at all.
Now I will say, where's the cast at for this? Someone, let's see here. Oh, Henry Golding was the Jedi though,
Gotcha.
and George Takei was one of the people, but that was pretty recognizable. Now you said you like the
Yeah.
Village Bride as like a toss-up, or that's just one of the three?
Oh, no, this is one of the three. I think the toss up would be between the twins and the duel.
So
If I only had to pick three.
let's see here. Oh, there's no cast. I don't know. The Village Bride definitely was one of the better ones. Here's something that I found interesting. So I check the MPAA ratings updates every so often just because that's something I do. And it was the only episode out of all of them that actually got an MPAA rating of a PG. I was like, well, that's weird. Why did the other ones didn't?
It wasn't like depiction of anybody really being killed, I guess.
No, but none of the other ones got a actual MPAA rating though, unless they're going to be
Oh,
showing it more. Now,
gotcha. I get what you're saying.
you said you liked the duel, right?
Yeah.
So that is currently the only one that has anything that is that covers more of that story. There's an upcoming novel called Ronin, a Visions novel that comes out next Tuesday. That's based on and expanding that short film.
Gotcha. Yeah, I remember we was talking about that. And he said it come out on
Yep.
Tuesday?
Yeah. It's like
I wonder if
336 pages.
the local comic book shop's gonna have it.
I would not be surprised, but I know Barnes & Noble definitely has it.
I didn't even think about Barnes and Nobles.
Yeah, they got an exclusive version of it at Barnes & Noble.
Are they
But
showing the price?
I can check the price. You talked about some of the other episodes since it's more fresh in your brain.
Yeah. Like I said, the elder was pretty good as well. I wish it could have been a little more to it, but whoever that the quote unquote bad guy was, like to see his backstory be dope. He was the one who had the dual lightsabers, and it was red, and they still look like Japanese swords as well. So that was pretty dope. Um, the Toby one was, I think, the most visionary one because it was the one with the robot, with the cybernetic boy on it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that one, Toby,
Yeah,
I think it was called.
yeah. So
By the way,
so
the book is like $23.
okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, you probably find it cheaper other than Barnes and Noble. Barnes and Noble, they're kind of raising prices to make more money since no one goes to a bookstore anymore.
Fair.
Let's see here. The Toby one, I didn't need to see more of. The Elder was good. I would have definitely wanted to see more of that guy back in his more prime years before he gets killed.
Exactly.
Okay, so we know that none of these really have any like canon to the main Star Wars universe, but it does say here that the episode chronology of that episode was between 832 and 32 before Battle of Yavin,
Oh wow.
which made sense because I mean they're still Jedi and apprentices, so it must not be. It makes it really weird though because it's like if this was set in canon, there would be a lot of Sith that we don't know about.
Right.
But David Harbour, I don't know if you heard him recognize he was the Jedi Master in that episode.
Oh no, I didn't even.
Yeah, sometimes they get. That's probably for the better because they have distinct voices, and you go, "That's weird that I know this person." Weird that they're doing an anime, but if you don't recognize their voice immediately, it's like, "Oh, it's great."
Right.
I don't know if they'll make another season of this though. Probably
I
not.
was just about to ask. I was just about to ask you. You think they're gonna make another season?
I mean, I think if they do, it's not going to be for another couple of years.
I wonder where they're gonna go next with Star Wars.
Well, we still have the Book of Boba Fett coming out this year.
Yeah, I mean, like movie wise.
Well, the only other movie thing they have coming out is that Rogue Squadron, which doesn't come out for another 2 years.
Jeez.
Well, they got a
I
lot of
just want.
different things in development, but we don't know anything about like how developed they are at the moment. Like I could tell you some of them.
Right.
Let's see here. So let's see here. Where's it at? So okay, Jyn Erso from Rogue One has an option in her contract for another Star Wars film, even though she died in Rogue One. So like maybe another anthology film she could be in. We're never going to see another solo movie, most
Of
likely.
course not.
We know that the Game of Thrones creators are no longer no longer doing a trilogy of Star Wars films, which kind of sucks.
Right.
Because I thought they were going to do that. Kevin Feige has one in development. Taika Waititi
Really?
has one in development. Yeah. There's a lot of them in development. We just don't have any of them currently going at the moment.
I'd love to see what Taika Waititi is gonna do.
Something crazy. Hopefully
Right.
they don't. Hopefully they realize that they can't. I mean, to be fair, he did direct some of Mandalorian, so we kind of already could see where he might go with certain things. But there is going to be another movie of Star Wars coming out in 2025, so we have nothing coming out right now. All we've got is the live-action television series.
Right.
Which is fine. I don't mind waiting to see a movie in theaters. Gives me time to get the sour taste of the last trilogy out of my mouth.
Sure. I know I can't wait till
Like,
the Mandalorian come back out. I think it's what coming out like next year.
let's see here. Season 3 of Mandalorian. Spring of 2022. Well, that would mean they have to have already started filming, and I don't remember hearing them filming it yet.
Hmm.
Um,
I think the Boba Fett show was going to be pretty
okay.
dope.
They started filming the third season in in September.
Gotcha.
I still think that's not enough time for it to be out in spring, though.
Yeah, they may end up pushing it back.
Which is fine. I mean, we got two other ones that they can release next year. We got Andor, which is 12 episodes. Jesus Christ. I don't know if they need 12 episodes for that.
More episodes, the better.
It depends. I'd rather see 12 episodes of Obi-Wan Kenobi instead.
Fair enough.
Which is 6-hour-long episodes. And that comes out next year. Like they got done filming it September 19th.
Oh, okay.
Which is great. I can't wait to watch it. I'm excited to see what they do with that. Not only that, the director for that entire thing, right? She directed 2 of the best episodes of Star Wars Mandalorian.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she did 3. Sorry. Or no, she did 2. She did the sin from the first season where, all the Mandalorians are shooting while he goes to get the child.
Mm-hmm.
And then she did the 7th episode, which was the one right before the season finale of the first season as well.
Okay.
So she got some chops going on there.
Right.
But yeah, that's about all the news that we have currently speaking and reviews. However, there is something I did forget to mention. It's not 100% confirmed yet, but it is almost confirmed that the Eternals movie will be running at 2 hours and 37 minutes long.
Yes.
They need that kind of length.
Is that the animated one?
No, Eternals, the one that's coming out in November.
Bro, I thought you said the Turtles, but Eternals. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. For sure. Yeah, I'm stoked about that too. That's right around the corner. That's in November, right?
Yeah, it's now officially less than 30 days.
Nice. Are you before we go, man? You excited about tonight?
Oh yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to watch the final one of his. I don't know how I'm going to feel when they cast a new guy. This is going to be the first time that I have had an entire run with one actor playing it, and then having to hear them announce a different one.
How would you feel if the black chick is gonna go out being 007 from now on?
They don't need to do that. I think if they want to focus on her character, let her be a 00. Don't let her be 007. She's not James Bond.
For sure.
I think they don't need to make him another womanizer. I think they need to kind of get rid of that for the next iteration because we don't need that kind of person anymore. You could still make an action movie star who's not sleeping with every woman around,
But that's James Bond though. That's 007. That's what he does.
Well, he doesn't need to do that to make a good movie. It's just, it's one thing to have, if you're going to do that, make sure that every single time he sleeps with somebody, they don't make it out of the movie alive.
Wow, fair enough. Yeah, I'm excited for you, man. We're definitely going to be going to see it tomorrow. It's my lady's birthday, so definitely can't wait to go see it.
Yeah, you'll make a good night out of it.
Absolutely, man. As always, don't spoil it for me. After we can talk about it after I watch it.
Yeah, hopefully my setup will be a little less screwed up then.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
But yeah, all right. Well, it has been quite a podcast episode. A
Absolutely.
lot of trial and error. But until next time, we will see y'all later.
All righty, man. Signing off. Peace.